Okay. The date is currently 9:52 p.m. No, that's the time. The date is currently 9/4/2016. Having weird inflections in my voice tonight for unknown reasons. Let me see if I can get this volume under control here. See, the problem is that I always have a problem because I put the control room volume like really high, so it comes out really loud in my headphones, but that doesn't necessarily translate to loud into the computer, because that's the main mix, and there's so many goddamn things on this mixing board. I think I'm actually going to turn down the control room volume so I can concentrate a little bit better. Maybe concentrate a little bit better. I was just listening to Leafy upstairs, the YouTuber, like really listening to like the inflection. I'm having a fucking love affair with this word inflection for the past like 5 years. I'm just saying that, because I say it a lot. It's like one of my favorite words, I think. Anyway, I was listening to Leafy upstairs, just like listening to his voice, like the inflections in his voice, and it just sounds like it's something that he's worked on a long time. It's one of those things that you just take for granted, like somebody, like just the skill of somebody that you take for granted that's like really good. Like when somebody's really good, you just kind of take their skill for granted. But you don't realize just like how crazy what they're doing is. It looks so easy, but it's just, you can, if you really inspect it, upon closer inspection, it's just, you can tell that a lot of work went into it. Or, maybe like just natural talent. Maybe that went into it. I was entertaining the idea upstairs of, restarting, like making covers down here, like on Moonside Adam. I think it was actually inspired by watching Leafy's videos because I feel like I feel like part of me connects with him in some way that I'm not entirely sure what it is. Maybe 4 million other people thought that too. But yeah, I think it was inspired by him. I think I just want to get back into because I said to myself, now that I'm in like the lyrics writing phase of the album, there's no reason I can't come down here during the day, when Dad's at work, and just like work on cover shit. I swear to God, I could make a cover a day if I really wanted to. 'Cause, it's not that hard to make. Well, maybe to some people it's hard, but not a esteemed gentleman like myself. I could probably make a cover a day. You just work out the chords on the guitar, play a simple drum beat. Well, I guess they would be simplified covers is the thing. So, I have to just think about that. I have a couple songs I already know how to play. Like, Lucky by Radiohead. I was playing that down here a lot, like through the PA system and also singing it. But, who knows? Whatever. I may or may not do it. I may just wait till the album's done so I can just fully concentrate on the on Moonside Adam again. I really want to retain like that goofy edge that because I feel like I'm just like a goofy person in general. So I would like to maintain that aspect of myself. Because I feel like it's a big thing with me. It's just, I remember one time in I think it was engines class, in Mr. Mankis's engines class, some kid said to me, like, I don't remember why he said it, but I know he said to me that I have a cartoon mind. I wasn't sure. Well, I had some idea of what that meant, but it's hard to talk when it feels like air is leaking into your face. Like somewhere into your face. So, that's just, I'm just saying that it's weird and I don't like it. Yeah. So what is the date again? 9/4. Listened to a couple of these last night. Oh, the method that I just was entertaining it again in my head to write lyrics this time that I just came up with like 5 minutes ago was to just like, not even like, just just write something. Just have like something. Just write something, no matter how good or bad it is, and then just keep going over that until it's good. But it's important to have something out there. But it's like I'm afraid the thing with that would be like, well, I think it's because I can get whispers all the time in my head of like little things that I want to do to the song, but it's just like a tiny whisper that you have to really be listening close. I keep thinking of that Charles Bukowski thing where he says it's like don't try, like if the fly comes up next to you, then you grab it, but if it's not there, then don't like force it or anything. But I feel like that's flawed, and I'm kind of pressed for time. Just generally in my life, like I feel like I'm wasting time a lot of the time. It's like it's so hard to really buckle down and get shit done. It just, the funny thing is, it just seems so easy, but it's so fucking difficult. I could say to myself, I'm going to start a routine where I come down here every day and I record a song, a cover for YouTube. And it seems simple enough, but then put that into practice and it's like, it's just fucking impossible to do, to follow through on. It's like, because there's always some distraction. I keep thinking of that scene from the movie The Time Machine, and that's the 2002 version that I saw in the theaters with Dad. At the very end of that movie, it was being explained to the protagonist that, I should have just said main character there and not been pretentious by saying protagonist, but the main character is informed that he can't actually change the past. Like no matter what he does, his wife is going to die, like no matter how many times he tries to change it. And they show the wife like dying in different circumstances. Like say he went back to save her from fucking getting run over by like a carriage. Like he would do that, but then after he saved her from the carriage, something else would kill her, and there was just nothing that he could do. And that's kind of how I feel. Like that feeling is how it feels to not be able to follow through on things. Like it's like you think you're doing it, and then you realize, oh, I haven't done anything, and 15 years have gone by. What? And it's very. I don't want to invoke that cliche of the Pink Floyd song "Time," but that's kind of how it is. Then one day you find 10 years have gone behind you. No one told you when to run, missed the starting gun. Actually didn't miss the starting gun, I don't think. It's just that, I keep like tripping as I'm running. Or just like some vortex keeps pulling me backward. But, these are just stupid excuses, I understand that. And I am actually getting better with following through on doing the things that I say that I'm going to do. Like, I've been running consistently for like a year. Or no, more than that. Like, ever since I was freaking out about the thing at the hospital, Marfan syndrome. Ever since I was freaking out about that, I've been running consistently. So, like, March of that year. So, that would have been 2014 probably. And then, so, like 2 years. 2 years consistently. No, like 2.5 years, actually, yeah, of consistent running. Actually, it probably would have been closer to, like, April or May of that year. I don't even remember that. Actually, that was May of 2014, I think, is when I started doing Swag Bucks. But I think I'd been running at that time. Yeah, I actually started running a little bit before I was doing Swag Bucks. And I remember during Swag Bucks is when I got really consistent with it. Because, I was trying to get all this. I actually still cannot fucking believe I did that. And I have all this shit down here. Like, that. It's just, this is a very difficult thing to do. And it just goes to show you what you can accomplish if you put your mind to it. But, I want to get this album done first and foremost. None of the equipment I've gotten has gone to waste, except for maybe the 2 amplifiers, the bass amp and the custom, because I never use them. I only use the Fender amp. But I'm thinking about actually selling one of the amplifiers. Um, just so I can get some better recording equipment, but I'll have to think about that decision. Part of me wants to keep the shit, but who knows? 10 minutes, go a minute or two longer. Yeah, so I gotta start writing more lyrics for the album, because I got like 2 lines of lyrics, but I don't think they're any good. Like, I think I'll have to go over them again and come up with some better sounding words. Yeah, it's gonna be a long, tough one, and I want to get this done by my birthday. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that. I mean, done, like all done, like the entire album done by my birthday. Like, this album will be the culmination of all the skills I built up in my 20s. It's funny, a lot of the skills came in very, very late 20s, like 28, 29, when I was learning how to play the drums. I still am learning how to play the drums, but, yeah, it's very fun. Very fun. Okay. I'm done for tonight. So, goodbye.